Alright. It has been a while since I've played this. Hi, if you're watching this. Well, none of you. As I play some EWR on a Saturday night. It has been a minute since I've done this, but thought it could be fun. We are playing the 1986? Yeah, this is 1986 of the EWR. Try to figure out what era I want to play. See if people end up in here or not. And hello everybody that's watching. I think it's just Joe right now. And oh, that's cool. Oh, that is him. Huh. Shout out to everybody. So I've got a lot of options here. The 85 version I had of the game, which was what I was initially going to play, is broken. It's very broken. But I am looking at it right now. I've got WWE. We've got, let's see, go all the way to the top here. Playing this on my old PC because for some reason you can't play EWR on a Mac. I have no idea why. It confuses and confounds the fuck out of me. And we got the AWA, the CWA, which was Memphis, Florida, which had Bam Bam in it? I don't remember Bam Bam being there, but NWA, obviously, that's Crockett. So many people. Pacific Northwest, which was Portland, Southeastern, ended up having a litany of iterations. Stampede Wrestling. Why is Vampiro in Stampede? I don't know. The UWF, World Class, WWC, which has Mood on the roll because he's the ninja, and then we're back to the Fed. So I don't know which side to pick. If you have a selection, if you want to know if you want to select in the chat which one I should be, let me know. Which one should I pick right now as I try to decide what version of 1986 wrestling I should book. If you've never played EWR before, it is basically pro wrestling football manager. If you remember NFL head coach from 15 years ago, if it was even that long ago, I couldn't even tell you. But we have too many options here. And the great thing about EWR is that it's text-based. Well, in some form. But it's an old-school kind of game, and there's a lot of different kind of save files. I know the website I pulled from has rosters going up to this year. But I kind of want to go with Crockett, see what I can do to unfuck that time period for Crockett, but I don't know. I feel like that's the easy answer. It's instead of trying to do something with a smaller promotion, but who knows? I don't. But think I'm gonna go with them. And if you want to send this to a friend who is bored as fuck like I am on a Tuesday when I have a rare day off, try to see the chat here. It was either this or Fish Police. Joe, what do you want to pick? Yeah, I let you pick the year, but I ended up having to go to 86. But what era should I pick, Joe? Because that is something I would love to know. Don't want to save Texas. No, I don't. I would, but I think at that time period, let's take a look at that roster. Let's take a look at World Class. It would be on brand around this time, you know, with the Iron Claw coming out and everything. Hey, Carter Mason. I forget which version is this. Let me go back here. A few credits. This is not it. I forget what version of this is, but might be the most recent one. But shout out to Carter Mason taking over the goddamn wrestling business. Very happy for him. One of my favorites in independent wrestling. Straight up one of my favorite humans. And let's see what we got. Action Jackson. I think that's Mike Jackson, which is fantastic. Al Perez, Bill Irwin, Black Bart, Brian Diaz, Bruiser Brody, Buddy Roberts. So we have a Freebird. I guess this is the Gary Hart, John Tatum, Kerry Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich. Oh, this is the Lance era. So you have everybody. Oh, you have Terry. You have Sean Simpson. Yikes. You have the Samoans. And a lot of other people. You actually have people watching. Thank you for spending your Tuesday with us. But I don't know. I don't want to do World Class. It's starting money 0. That's always good when you have no cash. Let's see the roster here for UWF. So you got Bobby Fulton, Brad Armstrong, Brett Sawyer, Butch Cactus, Dark Journey, Dickie Murdoch, Hercules Duggan still here, Kamala's still here, Coco Ware, the Barbarian, Mike George is a manager. Rick Steiner, Steve Williams, Young Sting, DiBiase. I don't know. Mid-South Action Jackson. Cactus in the UWF? I don't remember. Yeah. So I'm going to go with the NWA here because it gives me a great base to start off with, a roster, some belts to work with, a lot of staff. Also, great Muda for reasons I don't understand. So we're not going to put them in our ideal position. Change the name here to my name. I want to get the credit. Let's see, NWA. If I knew how to use a PC keyboard again. And now I forgot. This is the worst part. Noted. Damn. Why do you hate Jeff Gaylord that much? Dub Alvarez in the chat. Big fan. Big fan of Dub. Let's see what we got going on here. It's the problem with using a computer that is over a decade old. Let's see the top. Let's go through the top 100 workers. Ric Flair, Bret Hart. Oh. Pain in my ass. Kurt Hennig, Randy Savage, The Dynamite Kid, Owen Hart, Ricky Steamboat, Shawn Michaels, Ted DiBiase, Ricky Root at 9, Arn Anderson at 11, Tiger Mask, Muda, Kerry Von Erich, Marty Jannetty, Jushin Liger, very young in his career, He Who Shall Not Be Named, Sting, Steve Austin when he was a rookie, Tiger Mask 2, which is Mitsuharu Misawa, Bobby Eaton, Eddie Guerrero, Brian Pillman, Jerry Lawler, Bob Backlund, Tito Santana, Jeff Jarrett, Lanny Poffo, Jinsei Shinzaki, who is, wow, I can't remember, Hakushi, there we go. Hakushi from the old Fed days, Tom Zink, Mr. Electricity, Steve Regal, Larry Zbyszko, Stan Lane, Davey Boy Smith, Conan, Too Cold Scorpio, Magnum, Jerry Lynn. Yeah, this is a year when Magnum can work. I'm not alone. I mean, Eddie Gilbert wasn't one who could call. That's fair. But I think there was an incident around that. Was there not? If I recall correctly. I do believe that that is a thing. But we merrily roll along here on the Yelling YouTube channel and here on Facebook, because it was just easier for me to do this on Facebook, knowing people might actually watch the fucking thing. And also because I'm just bored. Dustin Rhodes, Steve Regal, that is, I believe, British Steve Regal, Scott Steiner, Raymond Rougeau, Ricky Steiner, Robert Gibson, Terry Funk. Oh, Terry's in the Fed. I should have picked the Fed. I would have done. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to quit this. What if we did, and I want the chat to agree with this, what if we do, instead, 1986, Mania 2, Hogan versus Terry Funk? Let me know in the chat if you guys agree to that. I will do that right now. I will pick 1986 WWF, and I will do Terry Funk versus Hulk Hogan for Mania 2, and you guys can judge whether or not my build makes sense or is good. Dub, is that a yes? Is that oh baby a yes? Because if so, alright, then that's what the fuck we're doing then. Alright, we're quitting this. We're going to new game. This is what happens when I have time off from work. Oh, let me have a day off. What am I going to do? I'm going to stream live on the internet and play a video game that challenges my brain beyond recognition. Alright. Ooh, and I get both conquistadors. Play that NWA slot another time. Terry v. Terry. God damn it! I'm gonna take the title from that egg-sucking motherfucker. Can you tell? Can you tell Matt's on vacation? This is time off, Matt. I don't know where this came from, but this is Pinky in the Brain. I just want everybody to read this and take the time to see what is on your screen, because this is fucking absurd to me. Shout out to Adam Ryland and everybody over. Oh, Lord Jesus. Narf indeed. Alright, let's take a look at our mail here. Alright. Extreme mail. Well, Dub saying as long as you have Vince and Jesse on commentary, unless it's you and Jesse the Body. Oh, that'd be fun. It'd be very problematic after a while, but it'd be fun. But let's see here. Linda McMahon is the owner. We're currently at a 65% image. We're doing financially solid. Let's get some sponsors first, because that is very important. Interested only. Minimum pay. Go all the way to the top here. Search again. We've got nothing. Scale back a bit. Search again. Nothing. Bastards. I have big money dreams. Make the offer. Yay! I wish it was this easy to get sponsors in wrestling. Like, if it was this simple, my life would be so much easier. Like, this would be so much less of a pain in the ass in my life if I could just do this. Coliseum. All right, so I've got one sponsor slot left. I've got Atari and Nintendo as a sponsor. Coliseum's willing to pay more. McDonald's. Coliseum's offering the most money at $666,000. So I am going to take that. And that's not bad sponsorship deals. I'll take that. I'd take that as a win. And Zach Bruno saying, "When that, yes, that would be nice. That'd be fucking great." But we're not changing the company name. We're not doing roster splits. I might cull the roster a little bit. Let's take a look at our events here. So we've got Saturday night main event. So this is going into 87. So it's 86 into 87. I've got Mania 3 coming up. I've got Saturday night main event. I've got King of the Ring, which is the tournament. We've got Saturday night main events out the ass. And I think I'm going to change. I'm going to add the, I'm going to alter this. Let's do the first Survivor Series here. Change that to a pay-per-view. What's Sophie say? We should be running these pay-per-views every month. What do you guys think? I'll wait a bit before we do that, but let's take a look at the title scene. So no Intercontinental Champion. Moolah's that's changing real quick. Hogan's the top champ, and Davey and Dynamite are our tag team champions. So we've got a decent base. We've got a decent base here. We'll do our feuds in a second, but let's take a look at our staff. Craig DeGeorge, oh Jesus, Earl Hebner, the Briscoes, Gorilla, Howard Finkel. Unsackable. Nice. What a gig. Let's take a look at this here. Need more writers. Ugh. Open in developmental territory. SD Jones is not being pushed enough. Conquistador 2 is too far up the oof. Killer Khan's gimmick. So our top baby faces are Hogan, Andre, Ricky Steamboat, Mr. T, and Jake Roberts are top heels, or Randy Savage, Terry Funk, Bobby Heenan, Brutus Beefcake, and Rowdy Roddy Piper. Let's see who's unhappy. Nobody's unhappy at the moment. Sweet. Alright, so other staff. Let's go to minimal talent. 90. 90. A little too high. 90. Let's go trainers. Oh, wait, not trainers. I want medical. No JYD. I think he should have been there by that point. Who am I going to get for the IC belt? How do I do that? Let's see. Oh, Dr. Andrews. Nice. Do that now. Talk to my medical. See this again. Like, this is the one part of the game that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Personal assistant. Let's get more writers. Other staff. Patrick Robitussin. Great name. Don't judge me. It's a video game. It's just a video game. It's just a video game. Just a video game. As I say to myself in the fetal position. Think this should be enough. See who we have. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, those are not good. Oh no. I have Hogan and Savage for 4 months. I have Piper for 3 months. Rick Martel for another 6. Corporal Kirshner. David San Martino. JYD still there. I just don't. Oh, fuck. Here we go. All right. So let's take a look at what tag teams we have. We have the Colossal Connection, which shouldn't exist in this time period. The Bulldogs, the Dream Team, the Funks, Hart Foundation, the Hillbillies, the Bees, the Megamaniacs, which shouldn't exist at this time. It's not active. Not active, especially since Andre's a babyface at this time. The Young Stallions, Killer Bees, yata cha cha. Let's take a look at our roster and see who the fuck we can fire. See, Uncle Elmer is at 9 months. Tito Santana. I'm gonna fire Tito. JYD. Think I can make it work with what I have here. 120. God damn, good for you, Captain Lowe. Conan, Chris Walker. Let's take a look at the free agents. Abdullah, Adrian Adonis. Okay, so none of these people are under written contract. So we're going to take a look. Because we'll probably do more of these. I'm just looking through who's available right now. If anybody jumps out to me to automatically just put in here. I have not. He's not in here, I think. If he is, he's gone. That is interesting. That is interesting. We're going to pocket that for later. Killer Tim Brooks is in here. All right, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. Move to the next day. Let's take a look at Extreme. He's not here, so thank God for that shit. Alright, let's look at TV. So we've got Prime Time, which is Gorilla and Bobby. We got Gorilla and Bobby on Wrestling Challenge. We have Superstars. Let's send out a promo. Oh, I have the maximum amount of TV shows. You know what? Fuck you. How about that? How about that? How about fuck you? Who are our right? We have no direct rivals. Goddamn right. Let's go to the next day. Kerry's a free agent, which is nuts. Like, Kerry Von Erich should not be a free agent. It's very odd. Tennessee Valley Authority. Okay, so we have TV already. We are into the fire. We are going to test a few ideas before we make feuds. So, we're going to pull out the notepad, put the notepad over here, which you can't do. Asshole game. So, who is not... Alright, everybody's debuted. Let's take a look at managers. Bobby Heenan has Big John Studd, Harley Ray... Oh, I have Harley, too? Fuck, yes. Jimmy Hart has Terry Wright. Okay. So we're going to book our opening segment. And we're going to start hot. We're going to start really fucking hot. Because if we're going to set the tone and direction for the year, and we're going to have to do some big fucking shit. So we're going to start off with that. After that, I think it's a good idea to start with a hot match. Because you do big angle. Now we can do a tag match. Quick, simple, and easy. Get the tag champs over. And let's give them some competition here. We'll do Bob Orton, who in any situation is a great hand. And it's 86, so Roddy's still a heel. I think Orndorfer's a baby. Should have checked that before. But let's do that. Let's do Bob Orton and Roddy Piper. And see how this works. We'll do a draw. All right. Do it up on Bob. And we'll do a fuck finish. By DQ. And we'll brawl the back. You're kind of limited in the choices you can make. In terms of how you can set angles off or kick things off. But see if this works. Build up to a future match. If this works, then we've got something. I think I'll do an interview here. So Piper and them can get their heat back. Roddy Piper. Barry Orton, Bob Orton. Dynamite Kid. Smith. Hype upcoming match. So we're going to run this one back more than likely. So much shit you can do here. So we'll do a match here for our main event that will come back from earlier. It'll be Terry Funk and put him up against 5 babyface. So we'll put him up against Ricky Steamboat. Terry Funk. Hulk Hogan. Terry Funk runs away. Build up to a future match. Let's take a look at the roster face. So Orndorff is a babyface. Do an angle here. Try to set up something for the Intercontinental Championship, since that is vacant. Can't do anything with really a tournament. Gets beaten up. Da, 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 da. Alright, so can't do anything there, but we can set up our own Intercontinental title tournament here. And if you're in the chat, help me put together 8 people. Let's see. We have a pretty big roster, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do 24 people. Now, let's do 12 people. 12-person tournament. Person tournament to decide who is the Intercontinental Champion. We'll come back to that. Let me know what your guys' picks are, and then we'll do the match order. But might as well put an interview here with Steamer. Set up that Terry Funk match. Killer Khan can be in the tournament. Alright, so we've got our top of the show and our bottom of the show booked. Now let's put another match in. Let's see, who can we put on here? Let's do a Jake Roberts squash match here. Because we can put him in the tournament, but to have him do a quick... That is an odd choice. That is a very odd choice. So we've got... Who can do the job? You know what? I'll pick Reno Riggins. Just something to get him out there and get Jake over a little more. Over, and there we go. Maybe here we can have Jake bump into somebody. Maybe Harley Race. That could be fun. That'd be a very fun angle, actually. Shit, Jake and Harley's a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, Joe. I'm gonna have to churn some job guys at some point, but not now. Let's see. I gotta put a match here. And shout out to everybody watching along. But if you have any suggestions for this IC title tournament, drop them in the chat. And if you have friends that like this nonsense, come hang out. Tell them to come hang out. What are we doing here? Okay, so we've got all but 4 segments booked of this show. Jake, Harley, Khan, B. Bryan. You know what? Let's see, IC title tournament. IC. Oh, Savage has got to be in it. Tournament. Randy, Savage, Harley Race, Jake Roberts, Bryan Blair, Killer Khan, Dory, Orndorff, Brett. But let's do Brett versus we got Morocco too. That's solid. Jake Roberts, Jim. Let's do Burns up. Actually, you know what? That's too. Yeah, because that's how we get the finish of the main. So let's do that. Then we'll have Jim come out and do. Yeah, let's do a beatdown. Put Haku in that motherfucker. Yeah, but then you gotta job him though. Hate this keyboard. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 names. So we need 3 more. Let's do a Randy Savage match here. And we'll have a Randy promo in this show. Randy versus, let's see, who do we want him to beat? Let's do David Sammartino. Done. We'll have Randy up. Let's have him cheat. fucking heat on the fire. Put Randy Savage over. Well, that's a good point, Joe. Haku Killer Khan double count out. We'll do that Randy Savage promo here. Just get him over. Alright, so we got one more match left. And let's do a title switch here. Because it'll get this off of my books. And also, just be a nice way to pop the TV. And if I don't have anybody else, Rock and Robin. Let's do that. Let's do Rock and Robin here. Select title. WWF Women's. Rock and Robin. Clean. Rock and Robin celebrates. Yeah, put on a good match. Alright, so our first TV is done. I'm going to go get a better women's division coming out of this. Because I have more than enough TV and a decent amount of roster to where I can partition shit over the 3 shows. But I think this looks like a good episode of television. You've got 2 squashes, a competitive main event, a hot open, a title change. I think this is good TV. I don't know what you guys think in the chat, but I think this is some pretty solid television. Let's see what happens. Oh no. So we're going to have to save that with some promos, but I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Okay. Not bad. Okay. And God bless Randy Savage. So we're going to have to up the match quality, certainly. Well, I'm never using his ass again. Interesting. I thought this match would be better. I honestly thought that match would be better. Scott Heath grading the shit out of this. I don't know how Steamboat lost. Saved it towards the end, but not in theoretically good TV, but now we know about what we're dealing with here. Let's take a look at the ratings and see who's mad. So many video games. What is WDW? Whoever they are just signed. They've signed a lot of interesting people. Mark Mero, Scott Putski. Fuck, they got Muda. Coco Samoa, Bob Backlund, Magnificent Mimi, Mil Mascaras. Huh. We got 593 rating. That's not bad. Could have told you that, but all right. So 1 TV down. Many more left to go. Let's do our feuds. See, I make that mistake all the time. We'll start it at the bottom. To Hulk Hogan, Terry Funk. We'll do Davey Boy Smith, Dynamite Kid, Bob Orton, Roddy Piper. So we've got 2 feuds right now. When's our next TV? So we did prime time, so we've got time until Wrestling Challenge and Superstars to figure out what's next. But I think we add some people. I think we got to get rid of some people on this roster. Go to Hulk Hogan here, see if we can get him he's happy with his current contract. So we've got Honky, we've got some decent people. But Andre, we've got written, B. Brian Blair, Barry Hardy. 18 months, Jesus, 29 months, okay. There we go. Now I've got Bret Hart for at least another year. Fuck yeah. That's way too much. That's way too much and way too long. Kirshner's gonna go... $92,000, Jesus. I'll come back to that. I'm going to sign Harley to a goddamn written contract. Damn All Japan. Like, that's the problem with that, is now I can't do anything really. Yeah, he got that fucking amazing deal. Bundy is... Well, Terry Funk, where is he? Do I have him signed? Please tell me I have him signed. Fucking All Japan. Alright, so let's do some rating. Adrian Adonis. Let's see, search criteria. Goddamn. Okay. And I got Kerry Von Erich. Fuck you. How about that? Stolen from his own family. Dr. Death is available. Terry Gordy is available. So is Nikita. Why do they have Nikita 40 here? I think I have to. I'm going to make this Intercontinental Championship tournament ridiculous. Do I sign Gordy and Williams and have them kill people? Hey, Brendan Silkler. Yeah, this game is responsible for why my brain is the way it is. What do you think, Brendan? Should I do it? Should I do it? I feel like I gotta do it. I'm gonna do this now. See, the problem is I can't sign them for long-term deals. But... And because of Japan. Damn Japan. No, I can't do that. So, I think I'm gonna have to do this now. Go to feuds. Hot damn. I think we are cooking with some gas, fellow humans. And I've got JYD still in the back pocket. And Orndorff. And Steamboat. Shit, I need heals. I am limited on my heals here. I've got Dory, I've got Haku, I've got Harley, but Harley's at a per night. So I gotta see if I can pick up a heal or two in the meanwhile. What is this WDW? Austin Idol, Lanny Poffo, Jonathan Boyd, Ted DiBiase. Oh, they got DiBiase. Oh, these pricks are going to be a problem. Let's see what our booker says here. I should really get women's workers yet. So... Bobby Heenan. Unless... Shit. No real other option there. Fucking Chick Donovan, Ray Rougeau, the spoiler Kabuki, Tiger Mask, they had Sayama and Bruce Hart? Fuck, they got Owen. I should have got Owen. I don't know who half those people are. Who do they think I should put the belt on? Terry Funk. Interesting. Fuck it. Bull Nakano. Debbie Malenko. and Debbie Combs. Fucking make this division actually good. Paul Lee's got a written contract. I can't sign him. Jesus. Signing everybody and their aunt. What is this promotion? World Domination Wrestling. They have Dino Bravo, Bob Backlund, DiBiase, Bruce Hart, and Joe LeDuc. Jesus Christ. Narf. I'll get Judy Martin at some point. I gotta spend my money wisely over time here. Gene Anderson. Pork Chop Cash. Nice. Barry Windham. They're just signing. Bad News Allen's a good signing. Kind of mad I didn't get Bad News. But. So, our next event is on the 21st. So we're 3 weeks of TVs away. So let's see what I can do here. What magic can I make? So. Let's see. Can't. It's annoying. Like, this game is built for, like, a lot, but it is really hard to get within the specifics of certain angles. Like, you're in your own head a lot as a booker, and when you're doing something like this, you can't get as in the weeds as you would want to be. But that's just your brain being a dick. Also, if you got this match anywhere in the world, you'd be fucking losing your shit. Hogan up on Orton. Select finish. Yeah, and there we go. Do an interview here. Tag team. Can I make a stable in this right now? Can I do that on the fly? I can. Add stable. We hate Hogan Society. Terry Funk. Roddy Piper. Then I can do this. Interview. Stable. What do you mean? They're active now. What do you mean? Stables. add Morocco. I think Morocco and those two would be very funny together. Interview. Oh, do I have to launch this table or some shit? Oh, I have to... Okay. Angle. Stable angle. Debut? So we'll have them attack Davy Boy. And now they'll have him attack Terry. Have him attack Hogan. Who's inactive? Is Piper in Japan or something? Oh, is Terry Funk in Japan? What do you... I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but I'll fix that another time. But... just simple workaround. Went through all that. I'm going back to where I was before. Roddy and Bob Orton. Kid. Baby Boy Smith. Continue feud. There we go. Let's do back-to-back debuts here. Who dies at the hands of Nikita Koloff? I gotta set off that feud with Nikita and Jake. So I will do that here. You know what? I'll wait on that. I'll actually just do an interview here. Let's do Jake here. In this version, in 86, probably not. He would have something more than likely very similar. In theoretically, he would. I don't know how I would play that, but... Alright, so... Let's see. Do I want to... Let's see. Got... Do some fan service here. But sure. That is true. If they can pay for Obsession, they can pay for Rush. Alright, so I have one match spot I have to do. So I gotta put something here that's solid. I gotta figure out a way to bring Andre onto TV. Huh. You know what? I will do. Rick Martel versus Harley Race. See how that plays and get Harley over. And we'll have Harley go over. Let's have Harley cheat here. So I want to see how this plays out, and I want to see if it can help put Martel over. Harley Race runs away. Alright, so we didn't get any static from that. Put on a good match. Alright. So, start with a Hogan interview. In a Nikita Koloff versus Barry Orton. Debut Kerry against Randy Savage. Ricky Steamboat versus Bret Hart. Jake Roberts interview into Harley Race over Ricky Martel. Then we have an interview with Piper and Orton into Hogan, Kidd, and Smith over Jimmy Hart's First Family. Jimmy Hart's First Family. Oh, I put them in the First Family. That's why. I'm stupid. We hate Hogan Society. Add member. roster. Don Morocco is a babyface. That is very odd. I wish I could move him now, but I can't. But that's not the end of the world. Alright, so... see if the stables made that shift. Alright, so we did. Okay, so we got that. But I think this should be better. Not a lot of waste here. Yeah. Kind of expected that. Hot damn. Why is Dory a babyface? But fucking Kerry coming in hot. And shit. I might have to fucking do a TV title. I thought this match would be better. I honestly thought this match would get over more. But, really? Huh. But there's some progress there. There's some halfway decent TV. Like, see what the rating says. These people keep fucking hiring people. They hired young Scott Steiner. Alright, so 4 rating. Yikes. Poor Memphis. Menfo getting mofoed here. Piper and Orndorff would be fun. I could include them in this. Turn Morocco heel. Let's see here. MSG TV title is not a bad idea, but we still have to figure out the fucking Intercontinental. So, we'll do Kerry's first TV match. Start this one off. And I'll put him... Who do I put him against in his first fucking TV match? In WWF. Like, that is an insane question. Put him up against Valentine. If you're watching along and you got requests or you want to see somebody be put in a match, or if you think, hey, I got an idea, fucking let me know. Like, that build to fucking Survivor Series would be a great idea, Joe. And if this is interesting, like, let me know if this is interesting. Because I might want to do this more. Might do this off and on this week when I have time. So we've got that settled. And I think we got to bookend the show. Jesus Christ. Because why not? Politics. What? You get your heat back. You fucking beat up Hogan. That better? Jesus Christ. Like, I get the politics of it, but my god, man. Like, that is kind of sometimes a thing. Yikes. Well, it's one person there for the house. It feels like this is cheating, but with a roster like this, it feels like you got the luxury of doing that. Also, fuck yeah. Like, if this was how TV... If 86 TV was this nuts, how would anybody else respond? Like, how would you respond if you were Crockett? If you were Dusty Rhodes and you saw that we were giving away Rowdy Piper versus Hulk Hogan for free on syndication. On fucking syndication. That is bonkers. Yeah, no, Hogan versus Nikita is gonna be fucking middle of the year. Like, that's post-Mania. You do Hogan and Terry, and then you put fucking the belt back on Hogan, and then you have Nikita murder him, and then you have Hogan chase Nikita. Like, the money there is the chase for me. Yeah, no, he would... It would be fucking buck wild. Let's see. Who do I put here? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do Jimmy Snuka? I'll do Orndorff. Harley and Orndorff is fun. I have Nikita up on Jake. Clean. No, I can't have the heel win that quickly. Cleanly. Shit. Jake up on Harley. NWA would go full vampire. Continue feud. Let's see, how am I doing my other feuds? So... got the angle there. I think Kerry Von Erich and Randy Savage never having a feud might be one of the greatest missed opportunities in the history of pro wrestling. Because in '86, this is when Steamboat, when Savage wins the title, Steamboat gets involved. Let's see, I got 2 more matches here. It's all singles. I gotta do, well, I gotta tag, but let's see something. I guess, yeah, that would be the best. Because I feel like you gotta have... Yeah, a young Kerry is fucking nuts. But you got one more segment here. And what do I want to put here? Because we've got the banger match. I think we've got really solid TV matches to open and close the show. The tag match is an interesting experiment. And I've got an angle and 2 promos. Do I want to... Let's do an angle here and see what we've got. So I want to get Bobby Heenan on TV. You know what? I think that's going to be a fun idea. I'm putting Bobby Heenan with fucking Bull Nakano. So, in 1986, we are opening with Kerry Von Erich facing Greg Valentine in continuing his feud with Randy Savage. An authority angle where Jack Tunney sets up Hulk Hogan versus Rowdy Piper for the WWF title. Bobby Heenan introducing Bull Nakano as his client so he can win the women's championship. The Dynamite Kid, Ricky Martel, and Bret Hart in a 3-way dance in Seg 4. Randy Savage, and then you have Jake Roberts and Paul Orndorff versus Nikita Koloff and Harley Race. Then you have a Hogan promo and Hulk Hogan versus Rowdy Piper in Hogan's feud with Terry Funk. Tell me anyone else that would come up with that. Like, that is some pretty good fucking television, if I do say so myself. Now, whether or not the computer agrees with me, I'm not sure. But we should probably find out. Please let this not suck. All I ask, Lord, is let us not take a shit here. Okay, Greg Valentine's weak gimmick fucked me in Seg 1. But the quality was good, so that kind of saves it. Alright. Nice. That's hilarious. Thank you, Joseph. Okay, so crowd not sure of what the fuck a three-way dance is, but the match quality gets us through, and the goddamn swan dive is the finish. Yeah, Randy Savage might get the fucking belt at WrestleMania 4. That might be the same. And perfectly acceptable wrestling. I'll take it. Hogan and Piper, and it's lost image because of the fuck finish? Like, that belt was so fucking protected. Out of here with your nonsense. 4.2 rating, not bad. So I have to take Ricky Steamboat down a peg. Roster. So, my worst show was our first show. And we're about to do that. And our best show was Superstars, which was our most recent show. So we're getting better at each show. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of all of us. And let's take a look at what the internet thinks. We've got to figure this out. We got to do the IC title. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to start the IC title tournament after we take a look at the internet. He just signed. How would he leave? Missy Hyatt and Action Jackson getting it down. Good for him. Alright, I'm going to make this a major feud. And this a major feud. So we have more room for other feuds. Well, he asked to be moved down the card, so I'll respect that. Let's see who we have left to debut. We've got Debbie Combs and Debbie Malenko. Alright, so we are... Yes. Events. We are weeks away. So we're two weeks. 6 or so TVs from this Saturday night's main event. I gotta set announcers for these, so Vince McMahon, do Gorilla and Jesse. Make you a pay-per-view. Royal Rumble. We'll do the first Rumble. We'll start the Rumble a bit early. Can we some action, please? Will, this is a text-based game, pal. You can't actually do anything else aside from that. That's the sad part, Will. Like, we can't show the actual game. This is NFL head coach for pro wrestling. I'm trying to be as witty as I can here as I make booking decisions that I would kill somebody to. Alright, so we have the top 3 shows in wrestling television. So you all can go fuck a butt. And Gorilla and Bobby on the... Well, because, yeah, it's got more time, but... We've got to resolve... But But now you can help us, Will. You can help us figure out this Intercontinental title tournament. So we've got Haku, Randy Savage, Harley Race. We got to add Kerry Von Erich. Von Erich. And Nikita. Hold off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got one more name on here. Who the fuck should I put in this final spot? Because I have a pretty unfuckable with tournament right now. But I need... Let's see. What do I do? Roster. Black Baby JYD. I haven't used JYD yet, so we got that. Let's go to Notepad. JYD. So round 1. Randy versus B. Brian. Dory. JYD versus Dory. Nikita Koloff versus Orndorff. JYD Haku. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got Brett, Killer Khan. Brett versus Dory. JYD, Killer Khan. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's the other? Who am I missing? The fuck? Jake. You know what? Kerry versus Harley. Jake versus Haku. So round 1 will be Randy Savage versus B. Brian Blair. JYD versus Killer Khan. Nikita Koloff versus Paul Orndorff. Harley Race versus Kerry Von Erich. Bret Hart versus Dory Funk Jr. And Jake the Snake Roberts versus Haku. I feel like that's a great Intercontinental title tournament. Yeah, but then I have to put Jake versus JYD, and that kind of fucks me. Joe, if I do Haku versus Killer Khan for the double out, then I have to either take one of them out of the tournament, or I have to figure out something else for Jake, because then that leaves him against JYD, and I can't have Jake versus JYD. So this is how it's got to go. So we'll do some of the round 1 matches today on this episode of TV. So I have that up. We'll do Kerry versus Harley in the main event. Let's see. We'll do a Harley promo here. We'll bookend the show here. No, I don't want to do that. No. Good Lord, no. It is interesting, and I apologize for when I go quiet on this, but trying to figure out all of this is very fun. Like, this is very relaxing, and it shouldn't be. Like, me sitting in front of two computers, because I have one computer streaming, and I have the computer that I'm using to play the game on. And this is insanely relaxing. Put Randy over. Randy Savage clean. Put Randy Savage over. Yeah, it is a very chill stream. Like, this is as lo-fi as I get into. But it's a fun time. It's a fun hang. And I think I'm gonna do, in betwixt this, a match that could be in every way unbookable. Because, like, Roddy Piper and the Dynamite Kid feuding and having singles matches against each other seems dangerous. Like, how would that go if this feud was real? Like, if this existed, it would be very, very fun. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do a Bull Nakano match here. Because I feel like this is trying to figure out a real traditional way to get over international talent in a place where that really doesn't do much. Your Dono and offer match. And I think I'll open the show with Davey and Bob Orton to keep that going. And then I'll do some stuff with the two Terrys, Davey Boy and Bob Orton. And I'll have Davey go up here. Clean. Bob Orton attacks the referee. Continue the feud. Because I feel like those are the component parts that match up maybe the best. Like, I think this is a really fun WWF. Like, this would be a fun television. Like, you're kind of forced within this to book it like modern wrestling. So, it's a completely different exercise than booking it in 86 because of the way segments and all that other stuff was set up and all of that razzmatazz. My dog is just laying on the floor in my living room, in front of the bathroom, just wondering why. Oh. Well. This is always the time of night where I hear random wrestling shit from across the internet. Let's see, we are here. We've got Nikita and Jake to handle. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have any debuts? I've got Debbie Combs and Debbie Malenko. I have one more segment here. And I can't bookend interviews. Which sucks. So I'll just do... Now, I should do another tournament match here. So, let's do Nikita and Orndorff. We don't get a Heenan promo here, but I think this is a fun, hard-hitting match. And we gotta have some cheating here. And I'll have Jake. Nah, that's not. Nah, it makes no sense. Just have Nikita celebrate. And let's put on a good match. Because there is no continue the tournament that I'm booking in my mind. So, we've got Davey Boy Smith versus Bob Orton. We have Randy Savage versus B. Brian Blair. We've got a Randy Savage interview before that. We've got Terry Funk with an interview to continue the Hogan feud. We have Nikita versus Paul Orndorff. We have the Savage Kerry angle setting up the end of the show and acting basically as a bookend between Act 1 and Act 3. We have Bull Nakano over Debbie Combs. We have a Piper interview leading into Piper versus the Dynamite Kid. Then we have a Harley interview setting up Kerry versus Harley Race. We did this with our top tag team angles, setting up the first round of a tournament. And crowd reaction better than the match. I would think that would have gotten over a little more. Well, Randy versus B. Brian Blair promo over. Solid. Crowd into it more than the quality, but take what you can get. Ah, fuck a doodle. Because they should be fighting. Didn't say, fucking Debbie Combs. And that's going to be the hard one. And we come back around in the co-main. Harley sets it up. And the crowd's there for the main event. So, not our best, but tried something there. And, oof. What? Oh, how? What? They're the ones who get Dave? Good luck. Bob Armstrong, Mark Lewin. They're just signing the most eclectic dudes. 5'8". Oh my god. Steamboat and Bret Hart. Yeah, I gotta limit that. So trying a little too much with that. But we're getting to where we gotta go. They saw, oh shit, Joe Pedicino and Dave Meltzer working for these guys. So, let's go to our notepad real quick. So, Randy moves on. Randy. Indy. Nikita. Kerry. So, we've got to do. So we need Brett versus Dory, Jake versus Haku, JYD and Killer Khan. Yeah. So let's get out of challenge for a second. And Matt watched Sock Puppet from... Where's Olu Oliami? Where's Olu at? He's fucking behind this. I know it. I know it. It's fucking out of here. And you're concocting nonsense. But let's go to Saturday here. I'm not going to have Savage on TV this week. So, what we're going to do instead. Do Brett versus Dory. I think this is going to be our draw. Time limit. Put Bret Hart over here. Because now we can set up maybe Flair. We could do Bret and Ricky. Let's do an interview here with JYD. He's Killer Khan, if I... remember correctly, let me pull that back up. It is Killer Khan. Killer Khan is not participating in the promo. While that would be hilarious. The Junkyard Dog. Pain in my ass. Let's see. This match is gonna suck. But we will bookend it. With good shit to try to get us through. Alright, so we figured out our top half of the show. And I want to do something here that I would not be able to do. There's one thing that I want to do that I can't do yet. I overused Savage the last TV, but for the first time ever, Hulk Hogan and Jake Roberts will team up against Terry Funk and fucking Nikita Koloff. That's the main event of this week's TV. So we're gonna have Terry go up on Jake. Oh well, never mind. We'll have Hogan go up on Terry. Get Bobby Heenan involved. DQ through interference. Save everybody some fucking face. Three on two on Hogan and Roberts so we can end with heels up. There we go. And then we'll do our interviews. Steve Beverly trying to... Gary Hart is under a written. That's why I couldn't pick him up. Cornette and Gary Hart are... Cornette, Gary Hart, and fucking Cornette, Paulie are under written contracts, so I can't do anything. And I've not used Honky Tonk Man yet. I have not used Andre the Giant yet. Hulk Hogan and Jake Roberts. Terry Funk and Nikita Koloff. Hype upcoming match. Actually, not continue. Yeah, hype upcoming match. And then we'll do set up the main event. Bobby Heenan, Terry Funk, Koloff. Fuck you. Never mind then. I'll do an angle setting up. set this up for tonight. I do wonder how that would work. Like, how taping television in this era would have worked with this. Like, doing matches like this. Trying to get as much shit over as humanly possible. Hulk Hogan, Jake Roberts, Funk, and Nikita Koloff. Okay, so we have Brett and Dory, JYD interview, JYD over Killer Khan, and we have 2 more TV title matches, Intercontinental title matches. And it's Jake versus Haku, which we can't do here. And Harley versus Kerry we did. And we Koloff versus Orndorff we did. Brian Blair. Brett versus Dory we start with. Okay, so yeah, we have 1 match left in the TV title tournament we can't do. Because that is Jake and Haku. But got Kerry and Randy, Hulk and Terry. Might as well do 2 matches back to back, which is not practical, but do a 6-man tag. Rowdy Piper, Bob Orton, and Find Me a Heel. Find me a heel. I need more working heels. I am limited on my working heels. Let's see. You know what? I'll put Neidhart in there. Wait, I'll just put. Oh no, because yep. Can't do that. So Davey, the Dynamite Kid, and let's see. Do Kerry. Carry over Neidhart. Carry up clean. Because that is just fun little television. That could be fun. Rhythm and blues would be fun. And then I have that working baby face. I have that working match up top. Kind of want to put Bobby Heenan in a match. But let's see. So I've got Terry. Wait, do I have Terry in a match? I don't, do I? Yes, I do. I have him in the main event. What the fuck am I talking about? It's been a long day. Long day of relaxing. Let's see. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to do Bobby Heenan versus Barry Hardy. That's a good request, Joe. Yeah. him cheat to win. Bobby Heenan runs away. Put Bobby Heenan over. Alright, so we have a very interesting episode of television. So, it's Bret Hart versus Dory Funk Jr., JYD versus Killer Khan, the fucking British Bulldogs and Kerry Von Erich versus Roddy Piper, Bob Orton, and Jim Neidhart, Bobby Heenan versus Barry Hardy, and then Jake Roberts and Hulk Hogan versus Terry Funk and Nikita Koloff. Let's see what the fuck happens. But match quality was there. Audience wasn't that into it. JYD lost the ability to speak. And shits. We're going to take a hit. We're going to take a hit. Alright, so the main event does a decent job saving us. It's our lowest rated yet. So, we learned. And now Superstars, we can kind of reset a bit. Team Zahorian in the main event. Okay, so let's take a look here. We do here in our main event. Fucking idiots. Let's see. Do Jake versus Haku, which is gonna be fucking nuts. have Jake getting jumped in the middle of the show. So, make that the Act 2 break. Not the best, but do an angle at the end of the show. See if there's like a save function, like a someone returns and saves somebody, but and then we bring Andre the Giant in. Running for the save. Because then that's when we can bring Stud in. Hey, glad they got the power back over there, Joe. I think after this I'm going to wrap up my play a little more, but it is getting to be later in the evening time. Jake over Haku. Do the inner, no, angle. And then we have that there. We'll put a match here. Savage gets to buy. We'll start the second round of the IC title tournament. Savage will get the buy. And we'll do JYD versus Koloff. See. I'll do an interview here. We'll do Terry Funk doing an interview here. We'll do Hulk. We'll do Hogan. Oh no, we do the challenge, so we'll do Randy. Just doing a quick promo on Kerry to continue the feud. Let's see. Orton, and we'll do a promo with Jay White, Dynamite Kid, and Davey Boy. Alright, so we've got the angle to start us off, then the Hart Foundation against Steamboat and Kerry. Hot Rod and Orton on a promo, Jake Roberts over Haku, Nikita over JYD, we got a Randy Savage promo, then Hulk Hogan over Terry Funk. Let's do this. Alright, there the fuck we go. Kerry hitting a Rana. But, shit. Quality 85. Alright, seems like we're cooking. Goddamn, this was a good match. Hell yeah. We knew this one was going to be the shits. And crowd reaction was where it needed to be. Could have been higher, but I think that's a solid TV for us. 3.91. Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but let's talk to the owner real quick. Let's talk to Linda. Let's talk to Sophie real quick. See how we're doing here. We should probably do that developmental territory. So, Terry's not even in the top 5 of heels. Nikita Brutus Beefcake? That's very odd. Interesting. Stan Hansen. Do we bring in Buddy Rogers? Let's see if we can re-sign Randy. And then we'll wrap up here. Contract. You son of a bitch. But we have prime time, and we will do that the next time, which will probably be sometime tomorrow or Thursday. This has been a lot of fun. And I've enjoyed the fuck out of this. I will say so long. I will say farewell. Now I will say